Welcome back, everybody. She has over 15 years of culinary experience and loves to cook for you or with you. Please welcome Chef Laura Hagen, who is here to teach us how to make some sushi. I'm so excited. Now, before we get to the actual demonstration, tell us a little bit about what you do in your classes and how it all works.
Okay. Yeah, I have a personal chef business, and through that I do cooking classes. Sushi is one of them, one of the most popular ones. And then I also do some meal preparation for families. So work with them on putting meals together for their week.
Great.
And then I also do like small dinner parties. I'm not really a full-blown caterer. I like to do really intimate kind of dinners for people for special occasions.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I know you told me you're like one of the only out here in Nashville that teaches sushi classes, so I want to get to it and try some of this. So let's start at the beginning. I know you have some tricks of the trade.
Sure.
Where do you like to get your fish?
It kind of depends on what I'm making. So I always give a choice to the people I work with, whether they want to do completely raw or if they want to do something that's seared or even something that's smoked. We're going to be doing a smoked salmon today. But I would go anywhere from like K&S World Market over on Charlotte Pike. That's a really great resource for fish. There's also online resources, places that you can order from. I've ordered fish as far away from New York City, but got beautiful pieces of tuna. I always suggest that if you're buying fresh fish, and you know we're kind of not in really a ocean type city, is just be really careful where you're getting it. Go from a proper fishmonger or somebody that's really taking good care of it. And if you do buy something at the grocery store or one of the big box retailers, I just sear it. I just sear it and make it more of like a cooked outside, raw on the inside, and it adds a lot of flavor.
Okay, so, and it's safer if you're concerned about that.
Yeah, because that's the kind of that's what air hits, right? And so being able to do that allows you to be a little bit more safe.
Yeah, I love that. Sear it if you're worried or want to start and don't know how. Okay, so let's get to it. Tell me what we do. Okay,
so when you're doing any type of sushi roll, the best thing to do with your mat is to actually put a little bit of plastic wrap over it.
Okay.
Which I do in my class.
But not here today.
Which I didn't do here because I forgot it. But anyways, that just helps so that if you're doing an outside in roll, which is the rice on the outside, the nori on the inside, that rice doesn't get all stuck in it. It's very hard to clean them up. And when you're doing classes and you have multiple mats, you certainly don't want to deal with that. So what we're going to do is we've already got it set up with our rice, our nori on the bottom, and then we've got a smoked salmon roll, kind of like a bagel and lox.
Yum.
Everything bagel seasoning, a little bit of caper, a little bit of cream cheese, and smoked salmon.
And just to clarify, nori for everybody out there is the seaweed,
It is the seaweed sheets.
Okay,
yep.
Okay, the sheets, great.
Yep. And they just hold this together really nicely. So we're doing a normal kind of regular old sushi roll.
Okay.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to basically lift this up.
Okay.
And you're going to kind of put your hands over here. You kind of have to tuck.
Okay, I'm going to let you try.
Okay. It's a little bit, when it's full, it can be a little bit.
There is an art to it, that's for sure. Now, while you're doing that, talk about the rice, because you said it's a science.
Yes, there are places in Japan where you have to work like 12 years to just get to like the next step in making rice for sushi. I make mine in a pressure cooker.
Okay.
It's really easy. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. If you're doing it in a pot on a stove, it's usually like a 1 to a 1.5 ratio. You want it to be sticky, and you want to make sure that it will stick. So see, as we're coming around, we're going to keep moving along. Pull it, and then just kind of squeeze it. That gets it all compacted.
Whoa, pull and squeeze.
We got a little rip in our paper, but that's okay.
Okay, so seasoned rice, and then you also said there is something to be said about putting or not putting too much rice in.
Right. You don't want to overpack it. You want it to be maybe about a half a cup and press it as much as you can. The other thing is, as I mentioned with seasoning rice, you just want a little flavor to it. Otherwise, it's just rice.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So a little sushi vinegar or a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of sugar.
Now, can you get sushi vinegar at most places?
You can buy sushi vinegar at K&S World Market, any of the Asian food markets usually. And then if you want to just buy rice vinegar, you just add a little bit of sugar, put it on the stove until it dissolves, and then you've got sushi vinegar.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
I bet the classes are so much fun. I'm going to dive into one of these, yes.
Absolutely.
I want to try. Tell me one more time about the classes. Do they get a little rowdy sometimes?
You know what? With sushi, it's funny. They don't because they're like looking down trying to make sure it works.
I see this food. You guys had me food. I have to try it. This looks delicious.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. So this is a veggie
Okay.
inside out roll. So that's the one with the rice on the outside,
Gotcha.
obviously. This is a spicy tuna roll. It's got a seared tuna and sriracha mayo,
Okay.
a little green onion.
Want all of it in my face.
Okay.
This is going to happen.
You can
Yes.
try whatever you'd like.
All right, here we go. Big bites. We're going for it.
Thank you so much,
You're
Chef
very
Laura.
welcome.
What do you think?
Oh my gosh, amazing.
That's really good. It's got crunchies in there. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to sign up for a class. For more info on Chef Laura or to sign up for a lesson yourself, go to cozymeal.com or cheflaurahagen.com.